Hi, my name is Kara Michelle. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you're a returning subscriber. I hardly make videos and I accept that. So if you're still here, thanks. So I'm working on a video and it'll be up next week, and I'm really going into detail into this video, and it's just taking a lot of time, and I don't know, I feel like I can only focus on one thing at a time. However, I am making this video. It's going to be very brief because I feel very strongly about this subject. Now, I'll mention later in this video who I'm making this big video on and why it's a problem, and it kind of explains why I'm making this video too. Because right now I kind of have a problem with the same 3 or 4 people in the drama community, and these people know who they are. You probably know who I'm talking about, and I'm just gonna say it. And no, I'm not talking about Nick Snyder. I just want to point that out because I know he got into it with The Rewired Soul. I feel like he kind of is excluded from this because, I mean, I don't know. I just feel like Nick wasn't necessarily attacking him. I feel like they just kind of had a little tiff taff. I don't know how to explain it, but you know what I mean. It's obvious Nick isn't focused on making an entire video on exposing the rewired soul. And maybe this is just me having a problem with people making videos that quote expose somebody. But I don't know. But this is what I gotta say. So what's making me mad is all these people attacking the rewired soul over what I feel is the stupidest thing. I mean, it's literally over 3 quotes he says in his videos, and you can say it's about something else all day, but we all know it's because of these 3 quotes. He says, "We talk about the problem but focus on the solution. I'm not a drama channel, I'm a mental health channel," or "This video isn't for me or them, it's for you." And I know that bothers a lot of people because a lot of people call BS and think, "Oh yeah, you sure are making money off these videos. So yeah, of course this video is going to be for you. Of course you're going to make this video over this drama." And I mean, I got more to say about that, especially if you're a drama channel and you're getting mad at somebody for making videos over drama. And yeah, he puts a little mental health spin on it, but really you're overthinking it. But I agree. He probably needs to rephrase those sentences because it's literally those 3 things that he says that I feel like rubs people the wrong way or just kind of started this whole thing. But however, just because one may disagree that his channel isn't a drama channel doesn't mean he deserves to get attacked by a whole community of people. And I just want to complain because the topics he covers at times, yeah, they can be questionable. But my response to that is that it's really your opinion of what's a questionable topic. And I feel like it's different from person to person. So to attack him because one thinks a video on one's idol Trisha is bad, but we'll talk about Jaclyn Hill all day, is very hypocritical. And although I agree there are limits to topics you can cover on YouTube, it's something you made public. If it's something you made public to begin with, I feel like it's free game. And I feel like people are salty that he's just doing well at the end of the day. And I just feel at times that the drama community can be very toxic, especially when you're the new kid just trying to fit in. And he made a video on Keemstar who's very critical of him as well, and I think it explains not just Keemstar but everybody who's a hater of him as well. And not everybody who is critical of him is a hater, and I hope I don't make anyone feel like I'm disregarding their opinions, but I really feel that that's what it comes down to, is opinions. And me personally, I like that the Rewired Soul not only covers drama but explains the possible mindset behind one's thinking, and I think it helps the viewers gain a better understanding of their favorite YouTuber. Even if the YouTuber may disagree with what he's saying, at the end of the day, he's trying to explain their mindset. And if that YouTuber disagrees with whatever he's saying, make a video, address it if it really rubs you the wrong way, like Trisha did. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, it may be irritating for someone to say something about you or your relationship, but why would you post it publicly if you didn't want people to talk about it? And maybe I'm not concerned because I've made videos attempting to talk about the possible mindset behind one's madness, like Eugenia Cooney. Before her last video came out that made everybody make a video on her, I made one trying to explain why she doesn't address her possible eating disorder, and about how some people, they want to be on YouTube, they want to make videos, but they still want to keep some parts of their life private even if it kind of shows in a video. Like Marina Joyce is a good example. We all had an idea she was on drugs, and her other YouTube friends knew it was drugs, but nobody was just going to come out and say it. But then you have Keemstar, who just calls her out like a complete asshole, and that's what I'm making my next video on, is Keemstar, because I feel like if anyone's going to complain about a toxic YouTuber, it should be Keemstar. But nobody wants to make a video on Keemstar because I feel like they're scared of him, because the first thing he does when you have a negative opinion of him or you're critical is he tries to, quote, expose you. But, you know, I don't really have anything about myself that if it was exposed, it would just devastate me. Like, trust me, there ain't nothing here that is going to bother me. I'm at rock bottom. There ain't nowhere else I can go. So, anyways, but back to Keemstar, you know, he makes videos at times that are very toxic. Like, sometimes his videos are cool, but lately his videos have been very toxic. They all have exposed in the title, or he's just exposing someone. And, you know, I want to keep going, but again, that's my next video, so watch out for it. Subscribe if you don't want to miss it. It will be worth your time, trust me. And I'm covering a lot of the stuff that Keemstar's just done in the past year. Everything past that, I really don't want to go over because I feel like iDubbbz and, you know, everybody else kind of already covered that. But in the past year, nobody's talked about Keemstar in detail that I've really seen. And before I go on, I want to say that the people that tried to expose the Rewired Soul for privately messaging him, like, from what I've seen, it just looks like he just tried to fit in, like he's just trying to be your friend. And, you know, it's just sad that you want to expose private messages to, quote, expose him, when, I mean, all the messages seem to say is like, hey, you know, like just casual conversation about a video he's going to make about drama here and drama there. And just because, you know, y'all disagree on whether or not his channel is a drama channel, and just because he's trying to befriend drama channels, I feel like he doesn't deserve the hate for that reason. And I get the argument behind him supporting BetterHelp and the problem with that. But I really feel like if you're going to, quote, expose somebody or talk about them, that you should just focus on that alone and not, you know, basically your opinion on whether or not he's a drama channel. Like, I feel like that is just so little compared to, like, the real problems on YouTube. And, you know, sometimes I feel like the same 3 or 4 people, you know, they converse with each other privately, but you guys really can make people feel shitty without even knowing it. Like, y'all preach about how you're so close, but the second someone tries to join your community and they're like successful, y'all reject them. Like, they're the plague. And I saw this with Drama Investigator. Like, you guys accept her now, but when she first started and she was doing good, I remember people were making videos on her about how she's stealing receipts. And in my opinion, she was just taking them from YouTube videos and not Twitter. And I don't know how that was an issue, because they were the same receipts you can get off Twitter. But just because she was being lazy and didn't go to Twitter and went to YouTube just doesn't make sense to me. But I don't know, again, maybe my argument is obsolete and I'm not really going into detail like I should. But this is my whole thing. And, you know, just because Chris claims he's not a drama channel, but yet tried to befriend drama channels, now y'all are saying his videos are toxic. Like, just miss me with that shit. And this is why. Because if you guys are going to make a video about how Chris is toxic, please make a video about Keemstar first, because he is the most problematic person on YouTube in my opinion. And I'm not going to listen to any criticism on The Rewired Soul or anybody else until you address Keemstar. The Rewired Soul may seem like he has very thick skin, but trust me, you guys probably made him feel shitty and rejected, and that's not cool. And that's probably why at the end of the day he was just blocking you guys, because when I feel like I'm being hated on or I get a shitty comment from somebody, I don't even respond. I just block your ass. And, you know, maybe that is a problem with people that can't take criticism. But, like, there's a very fine line between criticism and just simply getting bullied. Like, there really is. And I'm not saying you guys are bullying him, but I'm just saying, like, for him to block you guys, you got to think, this guy had a drug addiction. You know, he's gone through therapy. He has mental health problems at the end of the day. And, you know, blocking someone is sometimes a coping mechanism or something you do to basically keep yourself sane. You know, you got to block out the criticism, block out the hate, because maybe he can't take it. Maybe that criticism and that hate makes him go to a place in his mind that he knows he ain't supposed to be, if that makes sense. So try not to take it so personal when somebody blocks you, because maybe they're doing that for their own mental health, and you got to take that into account. But to end on this, if you think this video was about you, it probably was. And by that I mean, if it sounds like what I was saying is describing you, then I probably was talking about you, and you should probably reevaluate the videos you make, and whether or not you should make a video on Keemstar before you complain about someone like Chris. And that's just what I'm saying. And then maybe I'll listen to whatever criticism you have on him.